This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
The government recommends AICTE not to issue any more licenses to engineering colleges in the state. Says it has enough.
அடுத்த ஆண்டு முதல் தமிழகத்திற்கு புதிய கல்லூரிகளை துவக்க அனுமதிக்கக்கூடாது என்று தமிழக அரசின் சார்பில் AICTE கேட்டுக்கொண்டிருக்கிறோம்.
Is the Thanjavur big temple in danger of sinking? An NDTV Hindu exclusive report.
400 அடி ஆழம் வரை அடிநீரை உறிஞ்சுகிற போது இந்த மணல் அதனுடைய கட்டமைப்பு குலையும். இந்த கட்டடம் இறுதியாக சரிய வாய்ப்பு இருக்கிறது.
After RTI activists cry foul, Jayalalitha targets the government, calls the appointment of the Chief Information Commissioner illegal. It's not just a collector's item anymore, it could be your next big bet to rake in the big bucks.
There are paintings that I've bought at 1,000 rupees that are now worth 25 lakhs.
Dhoni is not impressed with Akram's remarks. Defending the men in blue, Dhoni says that such remarks are not required.
I don't think you should be clever enough to just make a statement based on 3 games or 4 games. It's the overall picture that you see.
Team India storms into the finals of the Tri-Series, courtesy of a century by Sehwag and some brilliant bowling. A very good evening and welcome to Late Night News with me, Asmit Kumar. Let's take a look at what else is making news. Lok Sabha passes the nuclear liability bill by a voice vote. Prime Minister says the N bill does not favor the US.
The motion is adopted and the bill as amended.
But the BJP accuses the centre of hustling the bill just before President Obama's visit to the country. The Home Minister speaks of the threat from within, the new phenomena of saffron terrorism.
There is a recently uncovered phenomenon of saffron terrorism that has been implicated in many bomb blasts of the past.
And if not soccer, these football players from Iceland can definitely teach us a thing or two about celebrations. Now, the government of Tamil Nadu has told the AICTE, a central government agency that controls the technical education in the country, not to allow any more private engineering colleges in the state. This comes in the wake of complaints that private colleges operate without the required facilities, undermining the quality of training.
23 new engineering colleges opened in Tamil Nadu this year, taking the total number in the state to 471. Along with their growth, complaints have also mounted about the poor facilities, forcing the state government to recommend a freeze on new colleges.
இருந்தாலும் அடுத்த ஆண்டு முதல் தமிழகத்திற்கு புதிய கல்லூரிகளை துவக்க அனுமதிக்கக்கூடாது என்று தமிழக அரசின் சார்பில் AICTE கேட்டுக்கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். போன வருஷம்லாம் 100க்கு மேலே போச்சு. இந்த வருஷம் நம்ம குறைச்சிருக்கோம்.
For the first time in Tamil Nadu, the number of students who took engineering this year touched 1,20,000. Minister Ponmudi attributed this to the cancellation of entrance examination, 1,378 seats for engineering courses in Tamil, and the waiver of tuition fees for over 71,000 first graduates, attracting more students from the districts to engineering courses.
2005 கிராமப்புற மாணவர்கள் 17,990 தான். 2010 76,073 பேர். அதாவது 2005 55.72%, 2010 67.99% அதிகரித்திருக்கிறது.
Tamil Nadu is next only to Andhra Pradesh, which has the highest number of engineering colleges in the country. Experts say it's too early to say whether the colleges will welcome or criticize the government's move. In Chennai, Minal Shah, NDTV Hindu.
Now, right to information activists have welcomed AIADMK Supremo Jayalalitha's stand on the selection process of Chief Information Commissioner for the state. Amma had said that the DMK government's move to appoint the Chief Information Commissioner without disclosing the details of the aspirants for the post to her is unlawful. She also pointed out that her request for the details of the candidates for the post was not met. The government, however, had justified its stand on the ground that in 2005, when the AIADMK government convened a similar meeting to select CIC, the details of the candidates were not sent to anyone else.
I think it is certainly unlawful for the committee to decide in the absence of an important and integral member of the committee, the leader of the opposition. The leader of the opposition should be present, and information ought to have been provided in advance. And in the absence of information, participation becomes meaningless. So I think that what Ms. Jayalalitha says in terms of the entire process being unlawful would be maintained by the court, or it would be maintained under.
Now the big, or rather the biggest asset of Tamil Nadu when it comes to heritage is all set to celebrate its 1,000th birthday. While the government is making gala plans to celebrate Thanjavur Big Temple's big day, there is a danger that threatens the temple's survival. The temple's wonder tower, which is 216 feet high, has withstood sun, rain and wind for centuries. But a bowel being dug near the temple's southern side poses a serious threat to the World Heritage Monument. Peer Mohammed with this exclusive report.
The Thanjavur Temple Rights Retrieval Committee is furious. The committee has approached the Madras High Court to close the bore well being dug less than 100 feet away from the Sanctum Sanctorum of the Brihadishwara Temple. That is a complete violation of the World Heritage Act by UNESCO, because digging a bore well could endanger the sandbed basement on which the 216 feet high Vimana or temple tower stands.
தஞ்சை பெரிய கோயிலினுடைய கருவறையினுடைய மேற்கட்டு விமானமும் 216 அடி உயரம் கொண்ட 45,000 டன் எடையுள்ள கற்களால் கட்டப்பட்டது. அதனுடைய கடைகால் மிகப்பெரிய தொழில்நுட்பத்தால் செய்யப்பட்டிருக்கும் என்று நாம் எதிர்பார்க்க முடியாது. அந்த காலத்து அறிவு அச்ச உணர்வின் பார்ப்பட்டது. அதனால் அவர்கள் மிகப்பெரிய மணற்படுகையை தேர்வு செய்திருக்கலாம் அல்லது மணற்படுகையை உருவாக்கியிருக்கலாம். அந்த மணற்படுகையில் கருவறையிலிருந்து 100 அடி தொலைவுக்குள்ளாகவே அவங்க ஆழ்துளை கிணறு போட்டு 400 அடி ஆழம் வரை அடிநீரை உறிஞ்சுகிற போது இந்த மணல் அதனுடைய கட்டமைப்பு குலையும், இந்த கட்டிடம் இறுதியாக சரிய வாய்ப்பு இருக்கிறது.
But the Archaeological Survey of India, which protects the heritage monument, defends the action of the temple authorities. ASI maintains that the purpose is to get water for performing abhishekams to the linga in the temple.
After a lot of deliberations and after taking considerable advice from engineers and architects, it was decided to deepen the well a little further so that at least there will be half an hour uninterrupted water supply for performing the puja. As a result of which there is no problem to the temple per se or to the structure.
The borewell would be dug as deep as 170 feet, something that could cause vibration to the temple tower and possible cracks from within. That's not a present its creator Rajaraja Chola would want for the temple's 1,000th birthday. In Chennai with Peer Mohammed, Nithila, NDTV Hindu.
Now we were joined by experts who gave us an insight of how digging of the borewell might actually sink the big temple.
The foundation of Thanjavur Pragadishwara temple is 96 into 96 feet. It is a square and its depth is analyzed as 5.5 feet only, because it has been located in a sedimentary rock of lime rocks, which is so viscous if it gets moisture. Otherwise it will be very hard like granite if it dry. Okay, in the dry condition it will be rocky.
Actually, there is even Archaeological Survey of India is taking water far away. It is not even for garden operations, for all other works, even for conservation works, even for cleaning, chemical cleaning, what is brought from more than 1,000 meters away. So that is done. But here in this particular case, I think already 150 meter bore well was there, which was functioning for the past 20 or 25 years.
Now moving from talk of big temples to the big polls around the corner. In the build-up to the 2011 assembly polls in yet another defection, more than 4,000 supporters of Tirupur MLA Govindaswamy today joined the DMK in the presence of the Chief Minister Karunanidhi at the Anna Arivalayam. However, Govindaswamy did not join the DMK as he may lose the post under the anti-defection law. Speaking at the event, the Chief Minister blamed the left parties for downplaying the achievements of the DMK government in the state and also said that the left parties are desperate. He criticized the left parties for changing their stance frequently. He also clarified that he had no intentions of creating a rift between the left parties.
முயற்சி விடாமல் இருப்பவர்களும் இதே கம்யூனிஸ்ட் இருந்தார். யார் சொல்வதற்கு காரணம், ஜெயலலிதாவுடைய ஆட்சி மீண்டும் வர வேண்டும் என்பதிலே அவர்கள் தலைகீழாக இருக்கின்றார்கள். அதற்காக கட்டணம் கட்டிக் கொண்டு இன்றைக்கு கழகத்தை, கழக அரசை, கழக அரசுடைய சாதனைகளை எல்லாம் மறைக்க பார்க்கிறார்கள், மறைத்துக் கொண்டு செல்கின்றார்கள். நிச்சயமாக அதை மறைக்க முடியாது. கழக அரசின் சாதனைகள் மங்கவும் மங்காது. நாள்தோறும் பெருகிக் கொண்டிருக்கின்ற அலைகளையாக இருக்கின்ற உங்களுடைய ஆதரவு திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகத்திற்கு கிடைத்துக் கொண்டே இருக்கும் என்ற அந்த உறுதியை நான் இந்த நேரத்திலே சொல்லிக்கொள்ள கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கின்றேன்.
Now, a doctor's negligence proved quite costly for a girl child in Nagapattinam who had to undergo another surgery to correct the anomaly. Peer Mohammed tells you how this prompted the girl's father to move the consumer court for a favorable verdict.
3-year-old Shivashankari of Nagapattinam was rushed to a local doctor when she sustained a wound in her right palm due to a broken glass. The doctor sutured the wound but unfortunately immobilized her index finger. She had to undergo a plastic surgery to correct the anomaly. Aggrieved by this, the girl's father Arumugam moved the district consumer forum.
Child has been admitted and the surgeon sutured her on the particular portion, had done something incorrect on the particular portion, due to which the child developed some post-operation complications. Even though it was brought to his knowledge, he did not bother to rectify the earlier mistake which has been committed by him.
Nagapattinam District Consumer Forum awarded compensation for the victim. The doctor appealed against the District Forum in the State Consumer Commission. The State Commission upheld the District Forum's verdict and awarded 10,000 rupees compensation.
It is necessary, of course, to prove that there is a negligence or deficiency in service. If the doctor had acted in a prudent manner and if he had adopted the right course of action, such a bad incident.
Shivashankari's family is quite relieved after the judgment of the State Consumer Commission.
The data in the State Consumer Commission show that medical negligence cases are on the rise. The pro-patient judgments of the State Consumer Commission might make doctors more careful in the future. In Chennai, Peer Mohammed, NDTV Hindu.
Now, in an effort to keep pace with the private schools and to increase the quality of education, the Chennai Corporation inaugurated a mathematics labs in 2 of its schools. The modern mathematics labs are aimed at reducing anxiety that students have towards the subject and to help them learn with more clarity. Now, our reporter Lokpriya was defeated by kids while trying to solve a simple linear equation.
Mathematics. The word still sends shivers down the spine of many students. Trigonometry and algebra are seen by many as tough to understand. But students of the corporation-run Chennai schools in Saidapet and Thondayarpet are not complaining anymore. At the new mathematics lab in their school, they can now solve equations and theorems in a jiffy. There are visual aids that help students understand the subject better.
எனக்கு மேத்ஸ்னா பிடிக்காது, ஆனால் மிஸ் சொல்லி கொடுக்கும்போது எனக்கு ஒரு மாதிரி டவுட்டாக இருக்கும். ஆனால் இப்போ இங்கே வந்து பண்ணும்போது எனக்கு ரொம்ப தெளிவாக இருக்குது, எல்லாமே புரிஞ்சிடுச்சு.
நோட்டில் போடுறதால இது வந்து போர்டை வச்சு போடுறதுனால ஈஸியாகவும் புரிஞ்சிக்க முடியுது, ஈஸியாக இருக்குது போடுறதுக்கு. நோட்டில் வச்சு போடுறதுனால எல்லாத்தையும் ஆட் பண்ணிட்டு அது பண்ணுறதோட இது போர்டை வச்சு போடுறது ஈஸியாக இருக்குது.
The lab has 61 models to explain the 276 concepts listed in math textbooks for classes 6 to 8. The learning aids are provided by the Ramanujam Museum and Math Education Center, which also trains the teachers. There are pictorial charts to reinforce concepts in a student's mind.
Mathematics is an abstract subject. It lacks visualization when it is taught in the class. So the main purpose of this lab is to bring about the visualization of the concepts.
Around 1,500 students are expected to benefit. The corporation says after feedbacks from students, it will decide about setting up such labs in more schools. In Chennai, Lokpriya for NDTV Hindu.
Now we're slipping into a small break, but on the other side, watch how Wasim Akram teases Team India by calling the men in blue softies.